Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to make those distorted 808s like XXXTENTACION or XXXTENTACION. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You can let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to show you how to get those distorted 808s that sound like this. Go ahead and make that from scratch. Let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track and bring in Logic's ES2 synthesizer. So what we'll be working with here is a default preset. It's going off my screen. It can be found under tutorial settings, and the preset is called Analog Saw Init. So the first thing you want to do with any 808 is make sure mono is set, so only one note can be played at any given time. For the sound, we'll be working with only one oscillator, and that one single oscillator will be a sine wave. Let's go ahead and bring this down so we hear what we've got so far. All right, next what we want to do is move over to our modulation section over here. And on the second square in the middle via, we're going to turn this to off. And for our source, we're going to make this set to envelope 1. We're going to pull this all the way up. And on envelopes 1's decay, we're going to go ahead and bring this down to 24 milliseconds. And it's going to give our 808 a nice pop. All right, next what we want to do is mold out that 808 by adjusting our ADSR. So it's going to pull up our attack so it's not so clicky. Go ahead and pull up our release time. So right there we created a nice clean sort of stock 808. Next, let's go ahead and add in that distortion. So let's close this for now. We're going to open up Logic's EQ. We're not going to do anything just yet. Next, let's go ahead and open up an adaptive limiter, just to make sure that we limit those sounds coming out, because we're going to be pumping up a lot of gain and it can kill our ears and we don't want that. So we're going to set my out ceiling to just below peak, and we're going to pull up our gain a full 12 dBs. All right, let's go back to our EQ. Next, what I like to do for these types of sounds, even though it is unorthodox, we're going to be using an EQ to sort of add in a lot of gain. Again, you don't want to do this to a lot of sounds, but in this sound in particular, it's going to work. So what we're going to do here is just pick up one of our frequency bands, and we're going to do a nice little sweep until we find a tone that we like on our 808. So that sound good like that. Next, let's go ahead and just pull up our gain. We need even more gain, so we're going to pull this all the way up. So there is all that distortion coming into play. Let's go back to our ES2 and just soften that up by pulling in some resonance. Close that up, and let's go ahead and just bring down some of this low end here to make that a little bit sort of mid-rangey as well. Pretty much that distorted 808 sound. What you can do is even add in some more gain if you wanted to under utility gain, and you can kind of push that even further. It sounds like the more gain the better with this type of style. And then you could adjust the attack to maybe change the way it sounds a little bit. You how you want to make your own distorted 808, but this just gives you that foundation to make it yourself. So in the end, this is what it sounds like. that's how you make those distorted 808s like XXXTENTACIon. For your Logic users out there, I am going to go ahead and save this channel strip for you guys. So you can just load that in, and you got yourself that distorted 808 off the bat. You can find that as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. If you have a question on this, you can ask me in the comments below. And for more great videos like this one, remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.